Good afternoon, everybody. I am JD Houvener, host of the Bold Inventor Show. You've come to the right place. If you're an inventor, business owner, or might be an inventor someday and aspire to be one. We're going to cover patents, trademarks, trade secrets, and copyrights, not necessarily in that order or in all that completeness. I've got my co-host with me, Matt Kulseth. Matt, good afternoon.
Well, hello, JD.
Hello. So you say it's been storming out there, but it looks beautiful if I look behind you. Is that a real background?
Not really.
Okay.
I'm going to give you the right light here. It's not raining today, but yesterday was pretty stormy.
Oh, man. Yeah. Well, I'm glad to hear you got electricity and internet juices are flowing.
Oh, yeah.
Good. It actually does look beautiful back there. You got all the fall colors going, my friend.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful time of year. It's fall. Nice. It's perfect.
Cool. Well, thank you for being with me on this journey. And for all of you that are joining on LinkedIn and YouTube, Facebook just went down in terms of their stream. So whatever. You guys are here on LinkedIn and YouTube. Welcome. If you haven't already, please like and share this with your folks on social. We want this to be a thriving weekly community. This is our 67th episode, our second season. Matt and I over here, we're talking patents and trademarks and intellectual property. We're not your attorneys on this broadcast, but we'd love to have the opportunity to earn your business. So we'll give you a link to schedule time to speak with Dallas. If you do have something you want to talk to us about confidentially. And so that way we can talk about your specific issue. This is going to be for more generic questions, topics that are of interest, maybe something you've heard in the news, something you're confused about, right? We're going to try to answer that. And we'll take your live question as a priority. I see we have 2 live viewers, Matt. We're breaking the barriers. So as the title says, we're going to be inventing live. So we're going to do the first half of the show, Matt, and we're going to come up with something. We're going to invent something on the fly, on air. It's a little bit awkward. I mean, I don't know where we're going to end up. You're a creative guy, and so am I. To help us, I'm going to consult a really cool article that I found on the old internet, and I'm going to put that up here. And it just so happens that our buddies over at Bold Patents put together a really cool article on the 10 steps of how to invent something. How to invent something in 10 steps. So we're going to be using that as our guide. I put the link there, how to invent. There's 10 steps. I laid it out there for all of you back in 2020, and this article's been picking up some decent traffic.
I'm pulling it up right now, JD. I'm a big 10-step program guy.
See, I knew it. And I know all of you are as well. So follow along with us as we explore. For those of you who are, you wouldn't even call yourself an inventor yet. I came to this realization just this year, Matt. I felt like, I realized in my 10th year of doing this, there are potential clients out there that we can help that have inventions, but they don't think of themselves as an inventor, right? They don't think that they don't do that as a profession. They're realtors, they're janitors, they're truck drivers, they're police officers, teachers, professors, right? Engineers. And they're just doing their thing. But they've come up with these interesting ideas. And I want to let you all know, all those people, you are inventors. Okay. And it's just whether now is the right opportunity, whether now is the right time to move forward or not. So this 10-step guide will sort of get you there.
I'm looking at these 10 steps right now.
Yeah.
I'm loving it, man. I take it you're going to go step by step here.
Let's do this together, okay? And your hip step lock. What do you call it? Lock hip lock step with me?
Lock step.
I mean, butchered that. Yeah. Step 1, lock step. Hip to hip, lock step. We're going to end up on our face if we do that. So step 1, believe in yourself. Okay, this sounds so cheesy.
No, this is the Ted Lasso step, man. Believe.
And you've got the mustache. I mean, my gosh.
I know.
Step 1.
Well, I a couple of years ago, I went as Ted Lasso for Halloween. So maybe I'll have to do it again this year. I don't know.
You've really got a good one. It's really starting to build in.
Thank you.
I'm a ways out. So it is true. As someone who wants to get the creative juices flowing, if you're in a funk, if you're just bothered, upset, have other things going on in your life that are dragging you down, you're not going to be in that creative state. It's going to be very challenging to try to come up with this solution. And so you've got to find a way, even schedule time in your calendar, perhaps block out some time. So you know what, for just 15 minutes, I'm going to block everything out. I'm going to be in flow, and I'm going to try to think about solving this problem. I'm going to believe myself. I'm going to have confidence. I will carve this time out, even if it's 10 minutes, right? On my commute, I'm going to put all my brain power towards something, and that'll kind of give you that peace of mind. Your mind will get ready, and you're going to believe in yourself and say, you know what, I can handle it. This is one step. And just kind of get out of that, maybe that rut that you're in, and just know that you're a capable person, and you can get there. So that's step one, mindset, right? Just kind of getting prepared, filling yourself up with, positivity. Step number two, pay attention. So we're going to pay attention right now to some of the problems in everyday life. So let's take a minute or two and some ramble off, maybe some problems you came up with that hit you over the head today, Matt. Do you have anything in mind? I'm going to kind of go through those as well.
Wow. Just throw me on in the spotlight.
You think and I'll think
I came up with today. What are some problems that I noticed today?
I couldn't find my nail clipper earlier.
That's because your children have it.
There was that. It was so funny because my wife. This is the tangent, but I was like, we're going through this thing now where we're not solving each other's problems right away. So I'm like, I can't find the nail clipper. She's like, oh, that's too bad. I'm like, and then 10 minutes, I can't find the nail clipper. She's like, you haven't asked me where it is. So anyway, she played that game. Finally, he's like, hey, babe, do you know where the nail clipper is? So that's one problem. Anything else for you? We couldn't find the kids this morning. It was really, I'm just rambling here.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I can't think of anything top of my head, JB.
That's okay. That's okay. This is it. We have to be confident.
We live in a perfect world with no problems.
And this is actually really cool. We're in this moment now of let's have some silence. Let's have some excruciating silence. Let's just do a full, actual 30-second silent contemplation.
I got it.
That was 2 seconds. That was not even a second.
I got a problem, and I could use some real help brainstorming some solutions.
Well, we have 9 more steps to go. Please,
okay.
Lay it on.
Here's my problem. I have this laundry pile, and I wash it, and I dry it, and then somehow it has to get folded.
Boom. Okay. So I love this. This is probably a 99% of people type problem. Now, my wife and I are leaving for a wedding this weekend. My mother-in-law just came into town last night. She's doing that. She's handling the laundry. She's amazing. She's a saint. Right. Not everybody has the luxury of having a mother-in-law come in and just fold your laundry. So let's unpack that a little bit. Okay, it's an everyday problem. Hey, I can throw stuff in the laundry. Hey, that's not too bad.
I'm really good at it. Washing machine, dryer.
Okay.
Easy.
Actually, this is so good. Okay, so let's go on to step 3, right? This is an everyday type of a problem. How do you get those clothes folded or at least into drawers or somehow, out of the pile?
Yeah.
How do we avoid the pile and the masses that just ends up on beds and couches?
I'm going to need some sort of machine.
Okay, so step 3, mapping it out. Let's map it out. So this is kind of the general concept of, what's the process? And we kind of did that real quickly, but this is part of the process that, so map out the solution. So now that we have identified the problem, which is, what I'm picturing is that mound of clothes that I constantly have to pick up and move to sit down on my recliner. What's a solution? So mother-in-law. Okay. So we're starting to map out. We're coming with some solutions. We have, you can bag it up and send it off to
laundry service.
Laundry service. Have you done anything like that before?
Yeah. So we used to have, years ago, we had like a laundry service that would pick up, drop off, fold everything, right? But then the problem was, no one ever put their laundry away. right? So it's folded, but it was in a bag, and then never got put away. Terrible problem. And then we had a house helper, Cassie, if you recall.
Yeah.
Who she would do all the laundry and fold and put it away, and that was a great solution.
Okay.
But now I have no laundry service, and we have no Cassie. And so, what's a guy to do? I guess he has to do his own laundry and his kids.
Okay. Well, for me, I am not picky. Like a shirt like this, I will wear this once a week for this show right now. I basically wear t-shirts and shorts all other times of the week. So I have a drawer for shorts and t-shirts, and they just go in. I don't even fold. They go in.
Yep.
Underwear, socks, boom, no fold, straight in.
Well, you at least do the socks though, right? You get the underwear the right side out, and then you put the socks together so they match.
My wife does that. She did that for me. I said, I don't need them paired. Just absolutely shove them in inside out. I don't care. But that's a level of comfort that not everybody's good with. And then workout clothes are the bottom drawer, just mixed workout clothes. Yep. But for the kids, that has been the biggest issue. Kids' clothes are small.
And they go through. They go through. I don't know about you. My kids, they're like, Lady Gaga. They have like wardrobe changes every day.
Yeah. And there's we have 2 girls and a boy. Hamilton's 5, Emma's 7, Stella's 8. So they're very close. The girls especially, I can't tell them apart.
Right.
So what my wife did recently, she actually had a shelving unit put in right next to the washer dryer and a basket, empty baskets. And so instead of trying to fold clothes, we just sort them first. So we pull them out of the dryer and it's just sorting. Hamilton's, Emma's, Stella's, Hamilton's, and then there's my and I's. So just
you guys mix the laundry together. So
we're doing the laundry together.
Maybe that. See, now we don't commingle the laundry. It's my wife together, and then we have each girl has their own separate laundry bin.
So you actually do separate laundry loads? Okay, wow, holy smokes. Well, we have different strokes. I mean, so there's different levels of problems. Yeah, so we got a dryer full of all 5 of our clothes.
Ooh, that's nutty.
Okay, so your problem is maybe a little more simplified. Is Matt Kulseth's pile of clean laundry.
Yep.
Problem is not having enough time or an interest to fold it and get into the drawers and onto the hangers.
Yep, that's it. Real tough, man. I think I need a robot.
Yeah, that seems too easy, but that is a potential solution. Okay, one more potential would be old school air dry. Okay, so it comes out of the washer and it just goes onto a hanger into a closet that is constantly being buffeted with warm air.
I like it. So let's make, what? We can make my closet a washing machine.
Okay. Now this is it. This actually could be somewhat interesting. So the closet becomes sort of like the sauna type environment where there's wooden walls.
Double as a sauna.
It of course doubles. I'm getting there. Okay. So the whole room has a nice drain at the bottom.
Yep.
It is a sauna. And instead of washing clothes, it sterilizes and then dries. So there's no actual soap involved.
Genius.
Unless you're outside really getting dirt, but for the most part, it's just perspiration and it's a little wrinkle. So now you've got complete you've got a potential green invention here. You've got a water savings, electricity.
What if I just throw my dirty clothes in the shower and the shower washes them and then they go in your sauna?
Yeah.
Maybe we need a process patent too.
I think there does have to be some water and soap involved. Let's say that's true. So, but I'm stuck on the sauna. So it's the same box because I want it to be one room dedicated to this cleaning and drying process.
Yep.
We would have to have some way of removing the clothes and converting that into an actual functioning sauna. And then at certain times of the year, you could be like a salmon smoker. It's like you could have some salmon hanging.
I like it. Okay. I can just, dry my venison back there.
Okay, so we've mapped out our solution. Evaluate value versus effort. Okay, step 4. That is a huge endeavor, I think. Okay, no, I'm picturing this closet. It's the sauna. It's the washing, drying sauna closet. Okay, and oof, I'm gonna block out the salmon image, but
well, maybe you know what? I'd be up for a steam shower. So maybe my steam shower can also double as.
oh, good, really, really good,
And
really good.
All right, so we got a steam room sauna.
It's a steam room, sauna, shower. We're bundling a bit.
Yep.
That's an incredible environment, to fully drain and make sure there's not going to be mold, right? And so the construction, I think, is interesting. Let's say ballpark 20 grand to prototype something like that. 15 to 20 grand, fully convert it. I think it's nothing necessarily unique about the machinery. Actual technical problem. It's just a matter of bringing those things all together. But there probably would be certainly some design, some integration issues where you got, wet and electricity coming together.
Yep.
So that's a decent amount of effort, okay, to prototype, put that together. And let's look at the value. The value you're saving is what? Decreased, no need for washer dryer.
Yep. Marital happiness.
You've now got a clean couch. You've got a sofa.
Yeah, you get your sofa back. You get, I get my kitchen island back.
Yes, and there's the decrease of the furrow.
Right.
The anti-furrow.
You know how much Botox costs, right? It's expensive.
Gosh. Okay, so there is quite a bit of it. We were joking a little bit, but there is some true value there. So I'm thinking there's enough value that certainly outweighs that initial outlay. Now market research. This is step 5. Again, we're going to be short on time to get through all this, but I want to cruise through these. That does need to be done. We have to make sure that, is this a Matt Kulseth problem, or is this really kind of a Pareto? 80% of people have this problem. So we need to kind of do some initial conversations with friends and family, and then go beyond and do some online research.
Yeah, we got to figure out, like in other countries around the world, they don't wash their clothes as much as Americans do, right? So maybe this isn't a problem so much in Italy.
Yes. I would love to find out kind of a sub-research project, how many saunas are out there that are unused. Okay. And a conversion kit to the sauna washing dryer sanitizer may be an option. So retrofit invention as well. So market research is important. So step 6, this is where we start getting serious. Okay. If that looks like a green light, okay, you've determined that there's more value than there is effort, that there is a demand and a big enough market to go after. Now it's time to do a patent search. Okay. And yes, you should do your own before talking with an attorney. So hop online and let's do that now for just an instant. I'm going to type in, I'm going to share this. This is silly. We're running out of time, but I love it. We may not get to our bull bite today, Matt. And that's
okay. I feel like this is a real serious issue, real serious problem.
We're on the cusp of something. Can you see my screen?
I can.
And this is it. I had Legacy Shave ready to go. Okay, so this is sauna, washer, dryer. Okay, just going sauna, washer, dryer, sauna, laundry room ideas.
Let's see.
On Pinterest. Okay. Oh, I'm forgetting naked.
Ooh, so there's a shower attached to a sauna,
which is cool. I mean, let's take a quick look. Oh man, this is uncharted territory. But yeah, I'm just looking at my images here. I don't see, again, every single one of these pictures, I am seeing a washer and a dryer. Okay, so that tells me that's a good sign in general, because they're sort of still using that old, ancient technology of a washer dryer. We're talking cutting edge.
Yep.
Washing the room. Okay.
Yeah.
Washing.
Yep. It's gonna have lasers too.
Well, I don't know. Can a room wash and dry?
Yeah, just keep scrolling.
So So you'd want to do things like this, while you're not
sharing. I think
this
is novel. I think this is novel.
It appears to be novel. Okay. Again, you're going to want to spend a little more than the 2 minutes we gave it. All right. I'm going to stop sharing. But a room that will wash and dry, and also convert, and also function.
And also fold. It's a
So maybe you missed my whole intention there. Is as you put clothes, as you take clothes off, dirty clothes off, you put them on a hanger.
I love it.
And then it's done. So you actually, instead of putting them into a hamper, right? It gets rid of that hamper process. You actually fold them. Oh, God. That's not going to clean them in most cases.
I like it. I mean, hey, I'm willing, when I get undressed at night, I'm willing to take my clothes and fold them nicely, put them in something, and then put them away.
Yeah.
Once they're clean.
Right.
So I'm willing to do that.
Okay. So once we speak with the patent attorney about our invention, that's when we'll start laying out some of these details we're getting to right now, and explaining it more. Instead of an idea, actually talking about how will that hanger look, and how will it withstand the heat and the pressure and the different environments, the water and the soap. How is that going to get dispensed, and how are those going to basically situate in that environment. The details, honestly. So once we lay out the invention disclosure, the search can be performed. Step 7 only comes in when you're ready to file a patent application after you've gotten the green light from your patent attorney saying, yeah, this is unique, novel, non-obvious, and has utility. You now have a market, the market size, your invention is patentable. Now it's time to file. So step 7 is to file at least a provisional, in some cases a non-provisional. But once you file a patent application, it gives you that all-important patent pending status.
Yep.
So once our, sauna is patent pending, that's when we can start to speak about it, talk about it to investors. And also kind of put a business plan together. When I sit down and talk with inventors, in all honesty, about when they get to this point, I would say most have not really put in a business plan, have not really thought about how they're going to make money on this invention. They just wanted to hurry up and get it locked in and secure. So let's assume in this case we have filed. Okay, we have filed in a patent application for a sauna that will wash and dry and hang, and function as a closet, washer, dryer, and as a sauna.
Love it.
So now, part of a business plan, what would you say as you speak with your clients on the trademark side? When you think about branding and starting to think about, we've already done the research, we've confirmed there's a market for this. Where does your mind go when you think branding?
Right. So, before we pitch the idea to anyone, really, we probably want to have a name for it, right? Including our business plan for venture capital or angel investors and things like that. So we got to have a working name for this product.
Yep.
So my recommendation is always to find something that's suggestive of what the product is and does, right? But not be overly descriptive, right? So we can't call it the sauna, clothes dryer.
Right.
We're going to have to be a little bit more suggestive, right? Something that kind of speaks to, and somehow the automated process of cleaning clothes or the dual functionality of this washing, dryer, sauna system, steam room. Right?
Yeah. So we got sauna. Do you want to just have a little inflation?
So I usually ask clients to make a list of all the descriptors which are not registered by themselves.
Okay.
So sauna, steam room, clean,
sauna clean,
clothesline, hamper.
Oh yeah.
You write all those kinds of names down. Anything that kind of comes to mind when you think about doing laundry, right? And then what I would do is probably start figuring out a way to combine maybe multiple words and do a new word, right? So can we do? So can we play on clothesline, or can we, something with laundry?
Yeah.
Right. So we kind of plan the words, combine them, get out the Scrabble board, start working on names that are probably unique, meaning you coined them, right? But they kind of mean something. If people hear them, they kind of know that has to do with laundry or electronics or automation or lasers or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Another way to do it too is that you can with just a suggestive trademark for something like this. So when you think of like things that have to do with laundry, right? You could call this thing clothesline.
Clothesline.
Terrible name for it, but it's not actually a clothesline, but
Right.
it has to do with washing clothes.
I like it. Okay, clothesline. What about something like, I like using the word, kind of get, the sauna aspect of it. Hot laundry, or hot,
Sure. Yeah.
hot load, hot wash. No, clothes, easy wash and dry. Oh boy.
Yeah. See, this is where it can get kind of challenging, and it mostly just takes time to make the list and try to think of something, or you can ask your friendly neighborhood trademark attorney to run a search for you of previously registered trademarks for washing machines,
Right.
and they can kind of help get the creative juices flowing.
Okay.
That's something. If I have clients who are really stuck trying to find a name for the product or service,
right,
I'll just typically pull a search report of the maybe the latest 200 trademarks that registered in their category, right? And then they can see it and they can kind of get an idea of what's registerable and what people are using out there in the marketplace.
Okay. If you guys are out there watching and you have any suggestions, throw them out. What about laundry box?
Yeah.
Laundry box.
Laundry box. Yeah. I mean,
sure.
That could certainly potentially work. Conceptually, it seems registerable to me. Okay. Yeah. Or, we could call it something butler, right? Apparel butler, or yeah, maybe something catchier than that. But yeah, what's slang for clothes, right?
Duds.
Yeah,
duds,
or sud dubs, or something like that.
Sud duds.
Sud dubs.
Sub. Wow. Good.
I have a headache today. That's why I'm not very creative.
Suds and duds. No, you're great. Suds and duds. Perfect. Yeah, it's gonna work with that. So, and then, but what's important after you get your application filed, okay, especially a provisional, you have up to 1 year before the non-provisional is due. This is the time to prototype, test, and build, verify that the suds and duds is going to do what you said it's going to do. Can you actually? Does it actually make sense to put it all together, right? Or is the sauna aspect really going to be too much? And the thing is really actually going to be more dedicated to cleaning the laundry. And the sauna part was really just too far-fetched. And maybe you can cut out a lot of cost and not have to deal with, removing the clothes to get enough ventilation and heat. So now it's just a box that you'll hang. It turns a closet that also doubles as a washer dryer. So as you start to build it out, right, you get with an engineer, maybe a mechanical person, if you're not necessarily in that, industry or have that background, you bring them into it and do so with an NDA, have a contract in place with any third parties that you really get into the weeds with and start doing what I just said, right? Kind of narrowing in on what it is that's truly going to go to market, because there could be some co-invention there. There may be some trade secret information, some processes that come up about how to actually make, that environment be both one that cleanses and actually gets to a temperature that will dry the clothes. So, so once you get the application file, the non-provisional file, that's when the examination will happen. There's a lot of the back and forth with the examiners at the patent office. There could be a lot of office actions to overcome, but you might get all the way to the finish line and get your patent granted. And end up in Shark Tank, pitching the suds and duds closet. So thank you all for hanging in there with Matt and I as we invented and branded that. So it truly, that may be something, right? There may actually be something there. In just 30 minutes,
I think it's a real problem. I don't know most folks who wouldn't take some sort of machine that automatically did your laundry and folded it and hung out for you. But
Yeah.
I mean, I know that there are machines that kind of do this, but
Yeah.
not like us. They don't dual functionality. They don't double the steam room, sauna.
Yeah, that part I think is a little distant. But I mean, I could say, just seriously, I would dedicate my half. It's honestly my quarter of the closet to being a suds and duds, where my wife and I can have a traditional closet. I'm going to buy a suds and duds, bolt it in, and that will do it all. And
Yeah, I mean, I like it, man. So, like, what if you had like a hanger system like the Suds and Duds, and you
oh
just
yeah, no, it's
hang it up, right? You put your socks on the mannequin dummy, the pants, underwear, whatever, right? And you close the door.
yes, you
And it
do.
washes it, right? And next time you open it, they're clean, or they just stay in the closet, right? And you open it up, put the next dirty set of clothes on.
Here we go, Yugoslav. What about a net for socks?
Perfect.
See, you don't need to go with heavy metals, and just keep it light or ergonomic, and you won't lose your socks.
Yeah.
Well, end of our program here, Yugoslav. Thank you for joining in. I really appreciate your comment. We invented something on air. If you guys missed it, you're going to go back, check our channel at Bold Patents on YouTube. We're here every Wednesday. Not always doing this live invention. We're usually doing interviews and doing a Bold Bite. We'll save that one for next time. But for Matt, myself, and Bold Patents, we wish you guys a wonderful week ahead. We'll see you next week. Go big, go bold.